I can't see you, so you actually have to clap. And who's fantasized about sex? Yay! And who's fantasized about having sex while dressed as a My Little Pony? That has nothing to do with my piece, that's it. So this piece is sort of about what might happen if fantasy and reality collided. When I look up to see her whose name I know only as M, sipping her coffee less than 30 feet away, a baggy yet stylish sweater concealing what I know to be deceptively large breasts, I nearly choke on my overpriced latte. But I don't. Instead, I take a deep breath, carefully swallow, and take a moment to think what to do. M is engrossed in what appears to be a gourmet cookbook. I wonder if she saw me walk in. If she did she recognize me? If I went over there right now and plunked myself down across from her, what would she do? I sip my latte. It's tasty. She's technically a stranger. I know a lot about M. I know that she works in marketing for a firm in Santa Monica. She frequents farmers markets where she purchases vegetables that I don't recognize by name. She loves to be taken from behind and have her hair pulled so that her back arches while her lover spanks her. She fantasizes about being photographed naked while blindfolded. In fact, I even know what she sounds like when she has an orgasm. I have the sound on my voicemail. Maybe a quick listen will help me decide what to do. Dial my voicemail. It's not speakerphone. It's M. I'm lying on my couch, touching myself, rubbing my clit the way you would if you were here. Oh my God, it feels so fucking good. So fucking hot. I glance again at the demure-looking woman sitting across the cafe, leather boots propped up on a chair, finger held to pursed lips. Her brown hair, it's dyed. She's naturally a blonde, but thought that a brunette look went better with her personality is pulled back to reveal a long, slender neck. Surely this could not be the same woman who wanted me to take her behind a bar into an alley and fuck her with the busboy watching. I look back down, and I silently curse the interweb. You see? This all began when I responded to an ad she placed in that cesspool of Craigslist seeking an entertaining story. Curious, horny, and confined to my apartment by the flu, I dutifully pecked out a tawdry sex tale about schoolgirls and teachers with an unorthodox approach to discipline. I sent the tale off with no expectation of reply. Moments later, an email popped into my inbox. More, it said. I replied with another story of sexual intrigue, starting to enjoy this newfangled form of foreplay. It was nice to have an audience for the sex scenes in my mind. We exchanged a few more emails, each getting shorter, until the following exchange. Her, I want to come so bad. Me, I wish I could hear it. Her, what's your number? I typed my number. My phone rang immediately. Hello? It's M. Oh, hi. I was ready for chit-chat, not her. She jumped right in. I'm touching myself. It feels so good. Within 2 minutes, we had each moaned our orgasms to each other. Post-phone coital awkwardness ensued. What do you say when your only interaction has been moans and the occasional shit? Fuck, that's good, followed by come on my face, followed by my face. We both laughed, we said thank you, we hung up. The next day, the email started again. She sent me pictures of herself. At first, just a picture of her at work, just smiling at me. Then pictures of her in lingerie, taking a bath, touching herself for me. I responded in kind, without the lingerie. Yeah. I debated sending her a picture of my body, but no amount of clever lighting, and I tried everything. To make my pasty 5'7", slightly dumpy office atrophied carcass look appealing. So I elected for something a little more personal. I had never taken a picture of my own penis before. It proved, as I later told them, to be surprisingly difficult. It's not a photogenic organ, and I found it necessary to make some modifications in Photoshop. This is not something I told them. She seemed impressed, so why risk? We spoke on the phone once more, just a week later. What would it be like if we met? What would we wear? Would I take her immediately? Would I tease her first? An hour later, we both came, screaming each other's names or initials into our respective telephones. Now this time, the post-orgasmic conversation flowed. I wanted to ask more about her, but I didn't, afraid that it would cross a boundary, destroy the universe we created for each other. I did, however, ask where she lived. Silver Lake, she said. What if we were neighbors? Wouldn't that be weird? We laughed, we said goodnight. Something else I know about Em. She has a boyfriend. I learned this last bit of information last Friday when I opened an email she sent me. Good morning, darling. She talks like Chi-Chi. My sig other is back in town, and this seems like as good a time as any to wind things up for now. I reserve the right to send you a dirty email from time to time. You should do the same. It's been so much fun. Thank you, sexy. XXOOM. Ah, a sig other. Of course. That, I figured, was that. At least I still had her emails and a few pictures, more mementos than I had from past for Reelsy Reels relationships. And now, 2 days later, she's sitting so close that I can throw a bagel onto her table, to actually sit across from her, to talk about our lives, to share a pastry, to work on a crossword puzzle together. That would be swell. Maybe later she'll invite me over to play Boggle with her and her boyfriend. That would not be as swell. What to do? Screw it. I get up, I move towards her table. My knees shake, I can barely breathe. I'm 10 feet away now, I'm definitely wheezing. 5 feet, coronary emergency is imminent. I'm standing so close that I can smell her shampoo. I stand still. She looks up. Her lips part as if she's going to speak, but she doesn't. I smile. She smiles. And then, with a slight nod, I turn around and I walk out of the cafe. 10 minutes later, I'm back in my apartment. My heart is slowed, I'm significantly less sweaty. And flexing my fingers, I start an email, taking comfort in the shelter of Cyberland, where words incite desire, Photoshop enhances reality, and boyfriends do not play Boggle.
Chocolate and bacon. See,